Hey, what's up there, twin?
Speed warning.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I'm the mighty one, Angelsnupnup7. I am also your soul brother, number one. Morning, Friday morning. Looks like a beautiful day, but that is a facade. There are no beautiful days when you live under oppression. There are no beautiful days. You have days where your oppressor might not beat you, might not abuse you like they normally would, but there is nothing beautiful living with an abuser. There is nothing beautiful when you are living in a condition of exploitation. There's nothing beautiful about it. So I would disagree with Mr. Rogers, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. I would disagree. I don't think once the Europeans sat upon this land, the native people, I doubt if they would tell you it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I truly don't. I don't think that Nat Turner or Harriet Tubman or Frederick Douglass or any of our people who had to deal with this racist system and people every day to the day they took their last breath, I don't think that they would say it's a beautiful day. They would say, perhaps, I pray one day that the day would be beautiful when all men can be free, as they say. It's not a beautiful day. It's a facade. And that's why we are comfortable in the oppression, because of these illusions that things are going to get better, these illusions that it is a beautiful day on the horizon, and we eat our Thanksgiving turkey and what's they call that, green bean casserole, and we have these, and oh wow, it's beautiful. I have my beautiful wife. You go on a game show and you talk about, you introduce yourself, and I want to tell you about my beautiful wife and children. It's only beautiful to those who dominate. It's only beautiful to those who control. It is an illusion for those who don't control, and they are being controlled by those who are unfair, violent, murderous, greedy, racist, and the list goes on and on. Woman haters, and the list goes on and on. Just how bad do you want a beautiful day? Some of us, we complain, but we do nothing to make a beautiful day because we are afraid of the abuser. We are afraid of the oppressor. So we just come on social media and we hide behind a picture, most of us do, and we complain. We don't want people to know how we really feel. If we are outright racist, we hide behind pictures and I don't like Negroes, I don't like honkies, and you keep all this in. So you live in a country talking about a beautiful day, and everybody in the country is fake. They don't like black people, but they gonna pretend to. I really don't like white folks, but I'm gonna pretend to be something else. But when you go online, you see the real folks. You see the real them on social media. When they take these polls, you see the real them, because they don't have to identify. They don't have to catch the heat for being real, and that's a shame. You should be able to be your real self. If you don't like white folks, you should be able to say it. If you don't like black people, you should be able to say it. If you don't like gays, you should be able to say it. However you feel. So everybody around here, it's a beautiful day, but the people are fake. The people are fraud. They're not real. How are we going to truly solve a problem when people are not allowed to be themselves, whether you like it or not? Because behind closed doors, that's what they are. Behind closed doors, that's what you are. We cannot solve a real problem by being fake. And that's what you have in the United States of America. A whole country of fake ass frauds, politically correct, or whatever you want to say. The people are fake, pretending to be something they're not. A nation of hypocrites. Politically correct is another way of being hypocritical, because religion and a lot of other factors influence people, and they base their opinions, they base their thinking process on religion and other things. But because you will get in trouble for saying certain things, you cannot be real and say what's on your mind. You got to be careful not to offend somebody. That's what you have to do. If you are a husband and you have a wife have a husband, in order to keep your relationship real, you got to open your mouth and talk to your husband. You got to open your mouth and talk to your wife and put it out on the table and keep it real. If divorce is the solution, then so be it. But at least y'all still be friends, because everything is open and honest. If you are a husband and your wife, for whatever reason, you feel as though she's not satisfying you or whatever it is, open your mouth to be honest with that woman instead of sneaking around and tell her something is wrong with our marriage. I think it's me. I think it's me. I don't love you anymore. It's a woman at the job I'm really liking. Tell the truth. It hurts, but in the long run, when we tell the truth, truth hurts. But in the long run, everybody does better in the long run. Hey there, Brother Gary. Look like everybody is coming here from the truck stop. All the truckers in the house. We gotta keep it real. So that's one of the reasons of why some folks don't like Angelsnupnup7 because I have to keep it real. I'm not going to tell you something to make you feel good. I have to be true to myself. I have to let you know where I'm coming from. And a lot of folks just don't like that because they want you to be like everybody else. They want everybody to think a certain way, live a certain way of life, blah, blah. That's not realistic, especially in the United States of America, where they claim you're supposed to have freedom. So over the years, I believe Twin is a trucker. I believe he is. Oh, Twin isn't a trucker. Who's the trucker? Twin is not a trucker. Okay. Where my trucker at? Where my trucker friends at? Somebody's a trucker. Anyway, good to have you here, Twin. Over the years, I've never been pro-black. Never. I've never believed in that terminology. Even when I was in the Nation of Islam, I believed in freedom, justice, and equality. I've never found nothing special because of the color of my skin. I just wanted justice. I just wanted liberation from oppression. I've never been pro-black. That's not my thing, never been. But because I do stand up for the oppressed, of which are the people that I come from, and because I am considered a black man, African American, whatever, soul brother, it's natural for a lot of people to assume I'm one of those pro-black, blackity-black type folks. In the beginning, when I first came to YouTube, because my platform was so, I talk for justice for we who are the descendants of slaves born in America, having dark skin, having African ancestry or Aboriginal or other. A lot of pro-black folks, they rallied, they love the videos because they think I'm a pro-black person. And I made it very clear. I never tried to hide it. I always told people that I was not pro-black. But since we do have that similarity, we do have that in common, then I have tried my best to be friends, to unite, to want to work with those called pro-black, black conscious, comedic, RBG, black first, however they want to call themselves. But over the years, I've noticed that there is these people are fake. They're not interested in unity. They are incompetent. They've turned the struggle of soul liberation into entertainment. They've turned it into a reality show. They are not real. The men are incompetent. A bunch of folks that blow hot air, and they don't want to admit they don't know what the hell they're doing. But they sound smart. They sound intelligent. What are some of the reasons of why these pro-black folks don't like Angelsnupnup7? First of all, I'm not pro-black. They don't like that. I don't talk all this African, blackity-black African stuff. They don't like Angelsnupnup7 because I don't embrace that. I don't wish to participate in racism because that's what it is. The only thing you done or doing
in 1.5 miles, take TN 63 West Oneida,
is exchanging the oppressor, exchanging it from being Caucasian to black. You don't want white Jesus, now Jesus is black. Now, if you listen to Angelsnupnup7, then this means, see, the pro-black folks, this black conscious crowd, blackity blacks, these folks, they cannot support, they cannot embrace Angelsnupnup7 because if the people began to rally around Angelsnupnup7, if they began to embrace reality, hey, what's up, legend?
In a half mile, take TN 63 West Oneida, and then turn left in 660 feet.
If they began to embrace Angelsnupnup7, that means all their
take
scholarship,
63 West Oneida, and then turn left in 660 feet.
All their scholarships, Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, Amos Wilson, the teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the teachers of the Moore Science Temple, all that stuff goes out the door. So all their knowledge, all their intelligence that they think they have, all of it means
3
nothing.
miles, take exit 144, Stinking Creek Road.
That's what makes them upset. Every time I talk to them, you mean to tell me you don't acknowledge the scholars? No, I don't. The scholars only... Much respect to these wonderful historians, those who attempted to bring identity to a people confused and lost. But this is 2019. This is a new generation, and we're supposed to continue to progress. And now we know that those things are nice to know. They are not us. They helped us in our development, but that is not us. None of these scholars, was Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, or any of these historians or whatever, none of them, to my knowledge, and you can help me if I'm incorrect, I've never seen them show us our connection to these history that you're trying to claim. And you definitely will never be able to show contribution because you wasn't there. Do you know, right now on the continent of Africa, they do not teach their children about Black Americans, so-called African Americans. You are not in their history. Do you know why? And I read a comment from a person who lives on the African continent. They said the reason why Black America is not in the history books of Africa is because you have no,
turn left in 0.4 miles.
You have no contribution. So why put you there? You did not contribute. Just because you have black skin, that's right, legend.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Just because you have dark skin don't mean that you're related to everybody. There are people who live in India.
This road for 16 miles.
There are people who live in India. I was walking out a store, and this Indian man, way darker skin than me, come from India, melanated. Just because a person has dark skin, just because they live in Africa, don't mean they related to you. Now, using your silly logic, that means every black person is related to you. That means you should be able to go to your next door black neighbor and just walk in their house like you're a relative. Well, let's do that. Let's try that as an experiment and see what happens. They will beat your ass. They will call the police. They will sick the dog on you. Just because you have dark skin don't mean you related to somebody. Many of you are tripping on being related to people 5,000 years ago in Africa, and you hate your mama that live right across the street. You hate your cousin that live in the same town and city that you do. That's very hypocritical. That you foam at the mouth. See, the reason why you do that is because you really don't know these Egyptians. You really don't know these Africans. You really don't know these people at all. So they are a figment of your imagination. And then you visit places in Africa cause you got money, and they treat you beautiful cause you got a lot of money in your pocket. And you don't have to get a regular job like they have to and be exploited and looked down upon cause you poor. What does it feel like to be living in Africa and poor? We have this fantasy of things in our mind. Whether it is of Africa or whether it's something that religion paints for us, we live in fantasy. So one of the reasons of why these pro-black folks hate Angelsnupnup7 is because all the books they have, all the DVDs, all the tapes, all the scholarship goes out the window. It means nothing. And for somebody like Sonetta, or maybe even Tariq Nasheed, if you embrace Angelsnupnup7, I can't make no money. That's one of the #1 reasons of why these pro-blacks don't like Angelsnupnup7, because they are selling you knowledge. Liberation is not for sale. Anything associated with the liberation of a people should not be for sale. It is for the best interest of the people. It should be free because they should be liberated and free. These people are selling you your knowledge, selling you your liberation. Everything that I bring us, that I feel is part of the equation to liberate your mind, to help you change our condition, it should be for free. Now, if you want to know my personal life, what goes on between myself and maybe Sister Noble, or my autobiography, I have the right, if I want to, which I really wouldn't want to do that either. But that's personal, and I can charge for that. Anything for my music, my own personal intellectual property, I can charge you for that. But your liberation or anything that has to do with liberating your mind, liberating ourselves from living with racists, that should be free. Plus, these people are liars. They are selling you history. Thank you. These people are not selling you. Hey, what's up there, Andre? These people are not selling you your history. So it's a lie anyway. That's why they don't like Angelsnupnup7, because I'm telling you, all this history, you are Moor, a Hebrew, some type of African and an Egyptian. That's not your history. Your history begins in America on a damn slave plantation, whether you like it or not. There's no shame in it. So what? Well, brother, our history, people need to...
Speed warning.
People need to be told something to give them self-esteem. How long have you been told you are God, you are king and a queen? Tell me. Has it changed us? Like Eric Muhammad said, talk black to me. Talk black to me. The Nation of Islam teaches that the black man is God. Then they turn around and shoot a God in front of his wife and his children. So what does it all mean? What does it all mean? Look, the Nation of Islam started naming people or giving us the attributes of God. Muhammad, Shabazz, and so forth. Kareem. When you go to these jails, there's a lot of Muhammads, Kareems, Shabazzes, Abduls. What did it change? A few years ago, there was a person named Elijah Muhammad robbing banks in the St. Louis area. What did it change? You still a Negro. Didn't change a damn thing. With all calling people kings and queens, there's a prostitute as I speak. Her name is Queen. So what? There's a stripper named Princess. What did it change for us? Nothing. Look at you, all of us. Where did you start? You started as nothing, as the Quran says. You started as sperm mixed with ovum. Do you know what sperm look like? Let's not be nasty. That sperm mixed with your mother's egg. That's how we all started. Now, if you take that sperm and egg and put it on a platter for everybody to see, y'all like, ugh, look how nasty that is. But guess what? That's how all of us started as sperm and egg. And now look at you. It's not about where you come from. It's about how you develop, what you develop into. Look at the Caucasian people. According to Black conscious teaching, they lived in caves. They were savages, lived in caves. Still have a savage mentality, but look at them. They rule you now. They dominate you now. And there's nothing that you can do about it. You call yourself a queen and a god and a warrior.
Steep downgrade ahead.
It's not doing nothing for you. Has it changed your condition? No. Saying I'm black and I'm proud, I'm a proud African, I'm a proud black man, does that change your condition? No. Having all these books by the scholars, is it changing your condition? No. Either you have the wrong scholarship, or you don't know what the hell you're doing, or you just don't have the right knowledge to begin with. So, somebody like Sonetta, Tariq Nasheed, a lot of these people that sell you your history, they make their money selling you this fake ass history that don't belong to you. Of course, they don't want to promote Angelsnupnup7. They don't want nothing to do with Angelsnupnup7 because to embrace Angelsnupnup7
Speed warning.
will put them out of business. All these people go out of business. All these people on YouTube go out of business. All of them do. Because none of them are real. None of them embrace reality.
Speed warning.
All of them are incompetent. All of them feed your emotion. All of them are reactionary. None of them have a real solution. They can't do nothing for you. And they know they can't do nothing for you. So since I can't do nothing for you, well, I might as well exploit you like everybody else. Donate to my Patreon. Donate to my GoFundMe. Give me some money. Cause nothing can be done with you. They take your money and produce what? Nothing. Go back to Africa. They take your money, they ain't with no damn work. Do for self. The black man gotta do for self. Produce land. They take your money, are they doing for self? Have they got this land? No. They don't like Angelsnupnup7 because I'm the man in the mirror. I'm showing you for the creeps and the parasites, the leeches that some of these folks have turned into. So they don't like Angelsnupnup7 because all their scholarship will mean nothing. Not nothing. It has value. It has value, but not in the way that they're trying to tell you it does. Yeah, it has value. I love John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben and all these historians. There's a place for that. And these people are historians. Let me make something clear. Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, Francis Cress Wilson, Amos Wilson, these people are not revolutionaries. I never heard them claim to be revolutionaries. They use their talents to try to help us because we are in bad condition, to try to give us an identity, to help us with our mental problem. They don't claim to be revolutionaries. or liberated? I'll get to your question in a second, Andre. So, simply put, they don't like Angelsnupnup7 because all their learning, all their scholarship, all their years of reading, it really means nothing. I mean, it means something, but not in the manner that they want it to be.
In a half mile, take US 25W Jalico, and then slide right in 530 feet.
They don't like Angelsnupnup7 because I mess with their pockets. If you listen to me, there's no need to keep...
US 25W Jalico, and then...
There's no need to keep giving people your money like that. And the problem they have with Angelsnupnup also is, since I'm a dark-skinned person, when they talk about me, I can tell they want to call me a black N-word or something. They want to talk about
for 41 miles.
They want to talk about my skin color, real bad, but they can't because they're supposed to be blackity black. It's hard for them to deal with me because I'm a man. If I was a woman, they'd be calling me all kinds of H's and B's. I'm a feminist and all this kind of stuff. It's hard for them to deal with me. The best thing they can do is try to call me some kind of coon, which there's no evidence to suggest I'm some kind of coon, especially after what these Peckerwoods done to me for 10 years.
Kentucky.
You don't really think I like them, do you? These racists took 10 years of my life away from me for no legitimate reason, no valid reason, except they some damn racists. And you think I'm supposed to coon for them, really? No, you may not like what I say because you want to keep making money at telling lies. Your falsehood. You don't like Angelsnupnup7 because I destroy all the feel-good rhetoric that y'all Negroes have. I expose all of it. That's what you don't like about Angelsnupnup7. I don't want you to feel good. You're supposed to get angry and stay angry so that you can liberate yourself out of this mess once and for all. So that you can see that these so-called solutions that you have, they didn't work in the past, they're not working now. Why don't y'all grow your ass up and let's do it right. Change strategy. Start looking at a future you won't even be alive. Do things different. How are you going to change your condition doing the same thing we've been doing since the 1930s, 1775, 1960s, and so forth? Is it working? No. You feel good and keep doing it. Because it feels good, but you're not getting nothing. It don't produce nothing. Like masturbation. Make you feel good, but it don't produce life. Matter of fact, it produces a mess. That's what it produces. I don't mean to be nasty, but yeah. That's what it do, produce a mess, don't produce life. And that's what you got here. Intellectual masturbation. If these gods and spirituality and all this stuff that we believe in, if it was working, I'd shut my damn mouth. I wouldn't say nothing. I'd be on the bandwagon. Let's do this, y'all. It's not working. It's not taking you nowhere. We gotta do something different, and you gotta do it big. Right, legend. It's just like the churches in the ghettos. It's just like the mosques. All these houses of religion in the ghetto. Is the ghetto changing? No. Matter of fact, the people in the houses of religion, they have not changed. They are still Negroes. They are still thugs and ratchets. They have not changed. Something is wrong with your religion, your spirituality. You have not changed. So how the hell do you expect the people in the community change when it has done nothing for you? So you don't like Angelsnupnup7 because it does make some people feel good and you want to keep making money off of them. That's wrong. You're wrong for wanting to do that. These poor people deserve freedom, justice, and equality. Over 300 years of physical slavery, going on 500 years of hell, living with racists, they deserve better. We deserve better. Your hate of Angelsnupnup7, people that you love, have to continue to suffer. Because you just don't have it. You ever saw a child and you see a child trying to put a round peg in a square opening, a square hole? They actually keep doing it. And you tell that child, son, little girl, that's round, that's square, that's not gonna fit. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. They just keep banging it. And that's how it is in the black conscious, pro-black community. Going to mentally, by the power of God, this round peg is going to go into this square opening, this square hole. That's never going to happen. You would tear that square opening up, but it still don't fit because it's square. That's a round peg. And before I go, I want to answer this question brought to me by our brother Andre. What's up there, brother Dog? Brother Andre asked me, what do I think about Nature Boy? I feel as the Nature Boy, like so many of us, he has the right idea as far as we must return to a more natural way of life. All this stuff to work every day and this mechanical. It's called, this way of life started with the Industrial Revolution, the rise of the machine. And it's caused we as human beings to become mechanical. We work in factories, we work like machines. We do not work like humans. We live a robotic life. So I concur with Nature Boy in his attempt to embrace nature. But if you really study Nature Boy, he's still influenced by Islam, Christianity, and all these religions. He still wants to exploit the sisters. He's the head nigger in charge. He's the smartest. Everybody else is an and he's the superior. You know, all this other nonsense. There's something he says, I don't know how true it is, but the rumor is that in order to get knowledge from Nature Boy, well, Nature Boy is a vessel of knowledge. And if you want to be able to, oh man, if you want to be able to experience the knowledge within Nature Boy, they say you have to drink his sperm. Woo! Nature Boy, a freak. See, these people are insane. Now, if you are in the porn industry, based on that logic, a lot of folks should be extremely smart, if that's the case. We have to disconnect ourselves from this freakish behavior. There's nothing natural about that, Nature Boy. But see, that's because Nature Boy is influenced by these religions and who knows what other cult type of teachings he's read. Freak stuff. So, that's not gonna go nowhere. The legend said, what's my take on spirituality? Religion and spirituality is the same thing. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato, it's the same thing, the same type of mindset. There's no difference between religion and spirituality. They all based in some kind of belief, some kind of unknown, supernatural type stuff. And when you look at the word spiritual and you break it up, first of all, spirit is the essence of a dead person. That means something had to be alive in order to get a spirit. Then the other part of the word is like ritual, means worship or worship of the dead. And if you study and do your research, you will see that's exactly what spirituality is. It's the worship of the dead, worship of the unknown. That's what it is. Spirituality. Same thing with religion. They're both based in belief. Supernatural, unnatural goings on. Same stuff. And y'all got it. Y'all are very religious. You are very spiritual. And race is still kicking your ass every day. Thank you, Andre. And these races, you are African, you're Aboriginal, you Kemetic, you spiritual, you religious, all this stuff. Yeah, what do they call that? Astrophysics, I forgot what they call that. When you leave your body. The strange thing about when these people leave their body, if you notice, they never leave their body when they're on the job. These people never leave their body when they're in prison. They always at home comfortable, eating a bologna sandwich. I flew out my body. Okay. They never fly out their body when they need to. Like when you're in prison. When you want to take a break on your job, fly out your body. You know, something like that. Our head is filled with all this fictional nonsense. And it's time for all this crap to come to an end. Time for us to grow up. Even the religious, the teachers in religious texts say, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. I'm an adult now. Only children would embrace this kind of stuff. Yeah, astral projection. Yeah, astral projection. I'm thinking about Astro Boy. You know, that little robot that fly around. I used to like that cartoon. Astro Boy. Here he comes, Astro Boy. So they can get angry at me all they want to. I even have, contrary to popular belief, I do have people that I'm cool with that's pro-black, that's religious. But they really can't get down with me because I mess up my thinking. It messes up their fairy tale fantasy mindset that they have going on. I have a sister that I'm cool with. She's a Hebrew, but she even told me how I talk about religion. You cool, Angel, but you really go hard on Hebrew. I got a brother who's Nation of Islam. He's not with Farrakhan though. He said, brother, you cool. And I got a Christian brother of mine. Matter of fact, maybe some of you seen a video I put, his video, Brother Derek Grayson, running for the United States Senate in Georgia. Been cool with that brother since 2009, 2008. But he don't like the way I talk about religion. The problem is, these folks cannot accept reality. That's a personal problem. That's right, Legend. Voodoo is no different. It's all a bunch of malarkey, as Judge Judy always said. Bunch of malarkey. We just can't handle reality. That's not my fault. That's a personal problem. But I will tell you, until you embrace reality, ain't nothing gonna change. The only thing you're going to do is continue to simmer in racism, white supremacy. That's the only thing you're going to do, is just continue to simmer. That's all. When you should be taking this pot off the fire so you can go on to do better things.
Speed warning.
The people are waiting on those who claim to be awake. But those who claim to be awake are not as awakened as they believe they are. Black conscious don't mean that you're awake. Black conscious just means that you are aware. It does not mean that you are really awake. It does not mean that you would do anything just because you are awake. You can be conscious and still lay in the bed. You can be awake and still lay in the bed. Yeah, they tell me that all the time, Legend. I'm going to hell because I don't believe in God. I'm willing to take my chance. Nobody has come from hell. Nobody has come from heaven to tell us these places exist. I'm willing. Going to hell is a scare tactic. And the wrath of God, that ain't nothing but some stuff to make you afraid, scare you. Show and prove. All these threats. I ain't seen nobody go to hell yet. Haven't seen nobody go to heaven. Haven't seen God do nothing to nobody. All these threats. Veiled threats. Threats that don't have no substance to it. Nothing but some threats make you scared. Show me. I'm from the state of Missouri. Show me. So Angelsnupnup7 makes them upset because I make their knowledge almost invalid. I also mess their money train up. Also, it's hard to deal with Angelsnupnup7 because I have a lot of melanin in my skin. You're not going to change the condition until we change this strategy and keep doing what clearly don't work. On that note, thank you for joining me.